metaphysical tobacco.
You know, Will, you make it difficult to hunt buck with all that caterwauling. Why, the only deer left in Sherwood Forest are the ones who are deaf.
But I'm just trying to confuse them, Robin. They'll think we're traveling minstrels. And when they gather in a circle to hear my sweet song, zoom! Off with the arrows, on come the plates of venison.
Will, I can't deny it. It's an excellent idea. And to make it better, what say we spread out some chairs and cushions, a table full of fruit, set up a ticket stand.
You're making fun of me. You're making fun of me, aren't you? I come up with the ideas and you make fun of me.
Yes, well, it's a wonderful idea, assuming the king's deer could be as stupid as he is.
I see what you mean. Not likely.
No.
Bloody stupid King John. You know, if Richard the Lionhearted hadn't died...
I know. Bloody inconsiderate, wasn't it?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh, come on, Will. Not on an empty stomach. Look what happens to you.
Well, feed me some venison then, if you're so bothered.
I think I'll do just that.
Who is she? Do you know her? Just a poor Saxon looking for breakfast.
Aye. She's different, though. I think I'd like to meet her.
Oh, no, not the rescue.
The rescue. I should appear in the best light, don't you think?
Ha ha! A beautiful maiden, and she's alone. What luck! Satan must be smiling today. How fortunate for me. How unfortunate for you. You rue the day that you ever met up with the Baron Hard Ankles.
What if I don't feel like ruing?
Ha ha!
What are you doing?
Ha ha!
Would you mind telling me what you're doing?
What? No. Fine, I'll tell you what I'm doing, if you want to know so much. Now will I, the Baron Hard Ankles, pluck me forth a fresh flower of Saxon maidenhood. Say your prayers for who will save you now.
Go ahead and try. I'm waiting.
Waiting? Waiting for what?
Go ahead and pluck if you're going to pluck.
Well, you really should resist.
Halt! O thou Norman piglet, ravish not this fair maiden, for I have 3 feet of cold steel, shall make a sieve of thee.
Let him come, it's fine.
Oh, it's no trouble, really. Saxon dog, who art thou, that thou wouldst cross me in battle so?
Vile chicken-headed thing, my name shall be thy last knowledge in life. I am he whom men call Robin Hood.
Ah!
Yes, cringe and pray now to whatever deity watches over the swine of Norman knighthood. If any, take that and that! Thou loathsome hound of hell!
Oh, I am slain.
It is done.
I live no longer.
It is finished.
I die.
You're dead, yes. He will trouble you no more, fair Saxon maid.
He didn't trouble me at all. Didn't even touch me. All he did was yell a lot.
Yes, very frightened. Once again, I am forced to take a life. A wretched, depraved, meaningless Norman life, but a life nonetheless.
There's no blood on your sword.
What?
There's no blood on your sword. It's clean.
Why, the bloodless wretch. Typical Norman, wouldn't you know? Thinner than water.
Well, I think I've had enough entertainment for one day. Thank you, good Riding Hood.
Robin.
Riding Robin, yes. Good day.
Well, I can hardly let you go unescorted. I didn't save that pretty neck just to have it slit as soon as you enter the wood.
Oh, but I've been so looking forward to that. Now, how am I to have my pretty neck slit if you keep tagging after me? Or my eyes put out?
Lovely eyes.
Or my head chopped off?
A magnificent head.
It should be. It's the head of a Norman. A wretched, depraved, meaningless Norman, which is what I happen to be. Hold on right there. Well. I don't know which one of you murdered him, but you're both gonna come along with me. The sheriff will decide. Now see here, I'm not going anywhere. Do you know who I Harper, chief waiting to Queen Eleanor herself.
Oh, yes. Baroness Marian, would you recognize you there? Well, look, you'll be happy to see we brought Queen Eleanor with us. Say hello, Eleanor.
Hello. And I'm the lovely Helen of Troy. We must all get together for tea later on.
Wait. Let's go have some now. Come along.
I warn you, you're making a dangerous mistake.
I arrest you in the name of the Lord High Sheriff of Nottingham and Nottinghamshire, in whose woods you now trespass, my dear.
Look, this has gone far enough. Will, get up. Will? It was just a joke. Will, get up and show the Royal Foresters you're not dead so they won't kill us, all right? Look, this is ridiculous. That's my friend Will Gamwell. Why, we were just out hunting the king's deer when...
That was bright.
Hunting the king's deer. Well, we won't bring you in after all.
You won't?
We will hang you. Right there.
I have special permission to hunt the king's deer.
You, my dear, have a special permission to sprout your wings and fly away.
I see. So we're supposed to go hungry, is that it? Well, if I can't fill my belly, I'll just have to fill yours instead. Now, who's it going to be, my fat little friends? I haven't got all day.
Well, who's it gonna be?
None of us, you twit. We'll all work together.
It's about time you were joining the living.
Don't even try it, Bucko.
Sorry, Robin. Had to sleep off a hangover.
How do you feel now?
Rested and ready to go.
Good. Now let's cough up the king's fat, juicy venison.
I suggest you two take time off from laughing to go hide somewhere. The Sheriff of Nottingham has a wicked reputation.
I'm sure her ladyship heard that in the court sometime.
That's my advice. Take it or leave it, Saxon.
What about you? You weren't exactly dancing with your man.
Fortunately, they didn't believe I'm who I am. In which case, the only name they have is yours. Will Gamwell.
What is wrong with this terrace? Why doesn't it look right? Here I have King John coming, in the most important part of the castle, the place where I receive, entertain, transact, destroy! Just doesn't look right to me, no matter what I do. Maybe it's too austere. Some more tapestries. I don't want it to look cluttered. Is there something out of place? Ugh, I just can't put my finger on it.
You are much too worrisome, my lord sheriff. I do swear I can see the raw nerve ending jutting from your temple like tiny pennants in the wind. I've seen this before. Your face will turn a bright plum, your tendons bunching up like a pack of dogs wrestling for their meat. Oh, the veins in your throat will start rippling like some loathsome congregation of worms. In Herefordshire, we have a saying, the only thing that's hotter than the heat is the fire.
And from whom did you glean that pearl of wisdom, my Lord Bishop?
Well, that's not actually a saying, as in no one has said it before. Although I do swear I've heard it from somewhere. In fact, I might have been the one who said it. The point I'm trying to make is, things could always be worse. Therefore, we must continue to remain calm, like Muwa, over the most dangerous storm, flood, volcanic eruption, and the visit from King John, all of which come under the heading, Great Forces of Nature. Do not shrink from greatness. Instead, rise up to it and...
What is wrong with this room?
Grasp it by the royal antlers, so to speak. Look him squarely in the eye and proclaim...
It's you! It's you that's wrong with this room! That's it! That's it! Oh, I am content now!
You see, there they go. Those awful veins.
Shut up! Shut up, Hereford! Finally, I have found the source of this disorder.
Like throbbing blue caterpillars.
Everything else in here is quite pleasing. The decor is positively scrupulous. But you're always there spewing words like noxious gas, like some sort of lazy lunatic grandmother.
Oh, now the blood's boiling, swelling your head, until, like an overripe melon, it can do naught but explode. Then you'll really have to worry about the appearance of the room, unless King John has fancied the idea of the sheriff's brain as a decorative regalia, a thought I find as amusing as it is revolting.
Would you put that fruit down? Slurping into that great mouth one after another, like some sea denizen of the ocean butter.
Well, don't put it out then.
My lord,
Not now, Hilton.
Did the fruit go bad?
Stop the fruit. My liege.
Your Majesty.
Rise, rise, my lord sheriff. Rise to wealth, to fame, to your own barony. But first, rise to patience, and understand it is therein that greatness lies. Can we defeat an enemy that we do not understand? No. No more than we can gain the respect of loyal and valuable friends through hostile bullying and infantile rages. If you plant fear into people and believe you me, there is no disease more dangerous among the servile. They are so impressionable. Soldiers, bookkeepers, cooks, pieces of clay waiting to be molded by the right hands. But they must be gentle hands, or the art will become malformed. Given the proper care, however, they would gladly die for you. You but bid them the hideous jaws of death, and they will march unflaggingly to their respective hereafters.
If His Majesty thinks for a moment that I'm going to mollycoddle with the monkeys and buffoons I'm supplied with, then he is sadly mistaken. I find it hard enough not bludgeoning my Lord Bishop. Never mind your bloody cook.
You will be quite civil to my Lord Bishop. Here, for child, is an important part of my power. Now, I realize that a change in one's innate temperament doesn't happen overnight. You have 1 week. Now, on to more important matters.
Are there any?
Oh, we know there certainly are more important matters, especially in the area of tax collection. We seem to be meeting a little resistance, are we not?
Why? There's not a county in the realm.
No, we don't seem to be meeting a little resistance. We seem to be meeting a lot of resistance.
Since the last increase, tax collection has become the single greatest expenditure in
You're telling me that. You're telling me that. You're barely breaking even and you're telling me that.
I'm telling you because you don't seem to be aware of the cost and difficulty involved.
Nottinghamshire is breaking records in tax collection, are they not?
I haven't charted the rest of the kingdom. I have more important things to do.
Nothing! Nothing is more important to me than income.
4 years ago, when my brother the Lionheart had the good sense to die, he also had the good sense to place the crown upon my head. but neglected the majesty that goes with it. I look in the mirror, I see a crown, but do I see a king? No, not while Queen Eleanor lives. She has not glamour and power, but sway over the barons. Without money, without support of the barons, I cannot execute my fondest dream. The invasion of my former ally, Philip of France. Only then, when I look in the mirror, I will see the true King of England stare back at me. My mother, I'll deal with her later. The taxes we'll deal with now, my lord Sheriff.
But you know what Nottinghamshire is like. We have much more than our fair share of troublemakers and vagrants.
Oh, I don't know. They seem to be everywhere, like insects. I swear, I can hardly ride down the street without being forced to gaze upon disagreeable faces. And me, a man of God. Do they bow to me? No! There's all these raised heads. In fact, the only time when they lower them is when they're sucking on a horse trough or something. In fact, my horse shows me more reverence. I had a man whipped yesterday for cursing in my presence. Cursing, mind you. He dropped something on his foot, an axe or something, and set forth with such foul vulgarity
Hereford!
that would make my Lord Sheriff blush. I do say.
Bishop!
I'm sure you have your rabble too, but nowhere in Herefordshire do they thrive with such robust as they do under my Lord Sheriff's nose.
I have just instituted harsher penalties.
Let me see your books.
I have barely instituted these measures. You can't expect them to show an effect already. Am I to magically transform the temperament of an entire county along with my own? Perhaps I could offer a prize. A new horse if you pay your taxes on time. Or what about a tour of the bishop's castle? A good look at that bejeweled lump over there. That'll inspire them.
Talk he to me thus, and yet he lives. The man begs to be put to death. He is my head, he says, but such is my patience, my understanding, that here the man stands, knowing that he trod close to the river of death, and found the gentle bridge that I laid out for him. The rest of your life, my Lord Sheriff, shall be your lesson, and my gift.
I have given royal foresters permission to perform on-the-spot executions, provided I get the heads afterwards.
Take the heads, keep the heads. Make them into flower pots, if you like. I want their money.
My lord, Rickon Hazel is here to see you. He says it's urgent.
Not now. Can't you see we're dealing with something?
Oh, that's all right. It'll give me a chance to peruse them.
What?
My dear Rickon.
Are you feeling all right, my lord?
Of course I'm all right. What's your business?
It's not good, my lord. One of the foresters died.
Dead? How?
These two man and a woman, see, they was playing this game, and one of them wasn't really dead, my lord.
What?
I mean, they was hunting king's deer, and we tried to arrest them, but they got away. One forester died from his wounds, my lord.
Who was it? I want names.
One of them was called Will Gamble. He is the one who did our man. The woman, she was a real corker. Tried to tell us she was Marianne Happa, lady to Queen Eleanor, Lord.
Queen Eleanor. How could you let these... Never mind. I'll issue a warrant for Will Gamwell. Find out who the others are.
I'm told this Gamble frequents the Blue Boar Inn at Lincoln.
Blue Boar Inn. That strikes a bell. Ah, yes. Blue Boar. Extremely obstinate in their collections. Perhaps a visit to Lincoln is in order.
Make me a wealthy man, and I'll make you a baron.
You there? Good fellow. Do you mind letting me cross before you mount that bridge? Here's a good lad. Yep. Excuse me, good gentleman. Do you see what you're doing? Look at what you're doing. That's not quite what I had in mind. See, if you start your great boat across, I'll be forced to wait here on the other side and play witness to your lumbering progress. Now, ordinarily, I'd be only happy to wait here and take a nap while you waddle along, but as it is, I'm headed to the Blue Boar Inn, hoping to find a certain lady there. And you know what they say about a lady in waiting. They don't. Yes, well, if you don't mind. Oh. A man of few words. Are you a man of action? Then go away. Go. Oh, I get it. Perhaps you're a poor dumb fellow. Can you speak? Come on, little fella. Are you deaf too? Is that it? Ah, you poor, poor brute. Well, today's your lucky day, for Robin Hood has taken pity on you. And I'm reaching deep into my pocket to come up with 2 pence. Ooh, 2 pence. Ah. Get the coin. Fetch the coin, little fella. You bloody stupid oaf.
I'm not deaf. I'm not dumb. I won't go, and I spit on your 2 pence.
I see. O thou mighty oak, I meant to say. This is a problem, isn't it? You won't back off the bridge? Was that a yes or a no?
I'd much rather you step aside, little man. I've had more than enough sport for one day.
How about a little archery, then?
What are you gonna do, shoot me with your bow and arrow?
Well, yes, I suppose I'll have to.
Ain't that right sporting of you? Shoot a man with a bow and arrow who's only armed with a quarterstaff.
A what? Oh, you mean your stick? Is that what that is?
Yes, feel it with your head.
Oh, that's all right, thank you.
Go ahead, I insist.
All right, my poor adult friend. And I suppose I can't just shoot you. Never let it be said that Robin Hood is not a fair man. Wait here a moment.
Should I sit down for a while?
Coming, slow-witted dull thing. There, now we can... Hold on, did you take a step forward?
I did not move an inch.
Ah, come on, you little elf. You did move forward just a little, didn't you?
Call you me a liar, you?
Call you me a liar, you? If you attack me the way you attack the King's English, I'm going to be on my toes.
I should have known. I should have known you speak the King's English, you bloody Norman.
Norman? I've been patient with you, fellow. Prepare yourself for a sound drubbing. Your stomach will make a fine laundry bag.
Don't worry, lad. I'll see your mother gets both your ears.
My mother? Why? My mother's dead. She died last week.
I'm sorry, fellow. I did not know.
Ah! You really are a thick block of wood, aren't you?
Ah! Where is it?
I suppose you're a fair enough opponent.
suppose you're a fair enough opponent.
I must admit, you take your drubbing like a man.
Well, give me a hand then.
Had a fall, did ya?
Yes, I had a, well, thrashing's more like it, if you must know.
Are you headed to the Blue Boar?
Aye. Say, why don't you come with us, friend? I'll buy you an ale.
No man buys a nail for John Little of Mansfield. What's funny, Mansfield?
No, Little.
I'm Robin of Locksley, and this is my friend Will
Scarlet. Will Scarlet's the name.
Well, I suppose all this unnecessary gabbing has worked me up a proper thirst.
Good. It's off then.
Little John.
Brilliantly done. Your feet like ancient crabs.
Keep drinking much. It's starting to make sense.
Then maybe you've had too much, Arthur Bland.
Well, I haven't. There's not a tooth in my head for you, Zale. You shinbone, you catguts, you onion eaters.
He's a prince, isn't he?
Next to you, madame, I am the king of cows.
How about we slip away a bit, Alan? I can play you a tune.
Oh no, we'll be married in a week, Alan. You can wait for that tune.
No, that's not what I... Yes. No, that's not what I meant.
Father warned me of you traveling minstrels.
Well, I won't be traveling anymore.
Alan, why can't you get a real job like a miller or a tanner?
Alan, why just a moment ago, a fellow was telling me that around here, minstrels are going to be worth a fortune. Every lyric dropping like gold from their lips.
Fellow? What fellow?
The little fellow. Right there. Calls himself Lord Croup.
Oh, Alan, that's much the miller. He means well, but he's given to...
Great imagination.
Yes.
That's what you need, Alan. Imagination. That's what gets you places. For instance, all the barons are raising the rents, right? That gives them more money for entertainment, right? And who do they pay for that entertainment? Minstrels!
And who is it that pays the rent in the first place?
Oh, that's okay. With the extra money, we'll be able to pay the increased rent.
Captain Love, fetch some more bread, will ya?
Come on, Edom, entertaining the customers.
I'll do that, and you pump the ale.
Nah, wouldn't like that nearly as much, I think.
3, Skeet. I'm thirsty. Make it 4.
5,
6.
7.
8.
So, I can see you won fair and square.
What I win?
I don't know.
This fella's got a loose bowstring.
Sir, I am not an archer, never professed to be. I am Much the Miller.
Funny, you don't look like much to me.
Oh, sir, sir, sir. I am very disappointed. Think you will be the first to make jest upon my good name? Where every book and a liken is done that. You are obviously a simple man, but I am not.
You put me in my place, fair lady.
Ugh. Tell me, how long has he been out in the woods?
Far too long. Can you point the way back?
Get away from me, crazed mad fellow. Why, my horse makes more sense. Oh, cry you mercy, it is my horse. Thought I left you tied up beside.
Call you me a horse, you? Call you me again? Where does he get that?
Don't be ashamed because you're all us. Sorry.
Here now! No horseplay in here!
Don't hurt her, little John. She has to serve the drinks.
All right, everyone. More music, Allendale.
Prepare to receive the Lord High Sheriff of Nottingham.
Which of you lonesome rabble is Edom the innkeeper?
I, Edom.
I hereby arrest you for non-payment of back taxes.
We try to keep up, but you keep praising them.
It's all right now, love. We'll settle this.
No, I'll settle this. You're to be made an example of. Your is to be confiscated in the name of the crown, and all proceeds thereof. And your punishment for evasion is death. Take her away.
No. Leave her alone!
What? Arrest them all! Arrest everyone!
What about this one, Lord?
Take her to the castle for questioning.
I've done nothing.
Fetch up everything. Come along. I want every possession. And get me that landlord's coffer. I have a quota to meet.
And I thought we had it bad in Mansfield.
I, the Sheriff of Nottingham. Hey, Robin. What do you think? Back to Locksley?
Who's that? Who's out there?
Victims of harsh injustice and cruel tyranny.
What?
The rabble.
Oh.
Greetings. Find yourself some ground. It's the only thing that isn't taxed these days.
Heard the sheriff's working on it.
Ellen!
Quiet out there, boy. Unless you want the forces over for tea.
Who's that? Have you seen anywhere? Ellen Dearwold?
Sorry, boy.
Haven't seen her.
Well, I've got to find her. Come and help me look, won't you?
Lad, if you keep searching right now, the only thing you'll find are the royal foresters. Just hope she's enough sense to hide for the time being.
Oh, that's just what I'd expect of men of England. Just sit down when there's work to be done.
Stop talking or I'll take out your jawbone.
If you do that, he'll never talk.
Well, just what are we supposed to do?
What is. So dry your tears, my hearties.
Tears? There are no tears left in bloody England.
So where does that leave us? We can't cry and we can't run. Must have nothing left to lose. This, my lads and lasses, smells like the bottom of the barrel to me. In which case, we can only go up.
Oh, we will. Same like Edom the innkeeper. She went up just now. Will join us soon enough.
No, we won't. Not before our time. Not if we stop the sheriff and his men.
Are you mad? Oppose the sheriff. That's what Edom did.
I, one woman. But we're not one. We're many. And if we keep gathering more and stand together, work together, not a power in all of England can stop us.
Foolish Robin. By far the most foolhardy idea I've ever heard. When do we start?
I see. That's just the kind of talk I'm talking about.
That's all it is so far. Talk. Are you willing to back up that talk with force?
Aye, although this time not with a quarterstaff.
I'm in.
Count me in, mate. What have we got to lose?
A baker and let's set sail.
Well, I guess if you're all gonna do it.
What's your name, Squire?
Arthur Bland, Tanner.
Good. We'll get you the sheriff's side. You?
Meg Scaithlock.
Alan Adair.
I'm Mort.
We know. We know.
Will Scarlet. Little John.
That's... Little John.
And my name is Robin Hood.
Well, Robin Hood, you seem to be the one calling the shots. Where do we hold up? He's right. The force will snatch us any town we walk in.
Then we won't go to a town. We use Greenwood Glen right here. We'll know every inch of it. We strike quick like hawks, and then disappear into the brush.
I like this strike, Robin. It sounds good, but, what does it mean?
It means we hurt the sheriff in his most sensitive area.
Not...
Yes, his pocketbook.
I thought he was going to say...
Like thieves!
Oh, far from that, my friend. On the contrary. We're going to balance the books for him. We're going to distribute King John's wealth back to the poor people it came from.
Kind of a roundabout, ain't it?
That's right. We're going to complete the circle. But first we must enlist. Anyone you can trust, bring them back here. We meet at this tree.
They call it the Sherwood King.
Sherwood King it is. Are you with me?
Aye.
Then, I christen the lot here. Men and women of Greenwood.
Huzzah!
Whenever I hear someone chirping lightly, I just assume it's you.
Ah, my favorite mother.
Ah, my least favorite son. What do you want?
What I want? Is that a way to greet a king? What do I want?
What do you want?
My, what a delightful sense of humor you have, dear Mum. Why, you're really as bright and fresh as the flowers in your garden. How do you do it, especially at your age?
Weed.
I beg your pardon?
It's not so much a question of growing flowers as it is destroying weeds. The one negates the other.
I see. If I'd known any better, I'd assume you'd be talking about something other than God.
Nonsense, John. It's all just weeding. But every now and then, you get one tough little bugger who refuses to come up.
All right, I'll play. What do you do then, Mother?
Only one thing to do. Grab him by the bulbs and yank.
I think the gardening lesson is over. How quickly I tire of games.
Oh, you think these to be games? I have cards up my sleeves I haven't even thought of using yet. You'd better quit while you're ahead.
You know, I've allowed the barons yet another tax increase. I think they're starting to like me more and more each day.
You can give them free cows and shine up pottery for them, but the loyalty they feel for me will only grow stronger. Something you don't understand, John.
No, I don't understand it. Lionheart is dead. You're about to be.
My, what sentiment? Don't count on it, John.
See here, Mother. What good does it do you to stop my invasion of France?
Not me, John. This country. Another bloody war so that you can fill your coffer over my deceased corpse.
Very well. Oh, I'm not going to be the one to kill you. The barons would never forgive me.
My, what sentiment?
Yes. No, I have something more subtle in mind. Something in the nature of a deal.
You have nothing to trade, Johnny.
Haven't I? Let's see. What about the life of Marion Harper? I hear she's your favorite lady in waiting. Some might even say a friend. Seems she was involved in the murder of a royal forester while out hunting buck. My, I wonder where she gets that fiery temper. Of course, the Sheriff of Nottingham laughed at the idea that it was really her. I didn't have the heart to tell him that Marion Harper's favorite hobbies are hunting buck in given to lowly dress and buckskins. Convenient for hunting. Not what I'd call typical lady in waiting. Of course, he could always find out. I'll be calling a meeting of the barons in 2 weeks. That should give you enough time to send a series of messages of, oh, what a good king I am. Wouldn't it be a marvelous idea to invade France? That sort of thing. Oh, and I'd start soon if I were you, before that weeding starts to cramp your hands.
Have some more mutton, my good man. Oh, don't mind if I do. Thank you, kind sir. Now, you simply must try the Malmsey. Malmsey? Why, I thought you'd never ask. And some bread, perhaps? How about some bread? Oh, yes, that'll hit the spot. How polite of you, my bonny fellow. Not at all. What are friends for? Well said, well said. Oh. Now, you simply must try the Malmsey again. Oh, no, I couldn't. I insist. All right. Well, in that case, you, sir, should have some more mutton. Very well, if you say so. Of course I say so. And just to wash it down, don't tell me. Let me guess. Some more Malmsey. Just a touch. All right, then. If you have another bite of mutton.
Thank you.
Don't mention it. What? Who is spying upon me? You come out of there at once.
Good day, Friar. I mean you no harm. I just thought the two of you might like some company.
Oh, now see here, rascal. My jesting is nothing to jest about. How dare you make a sport of me, and behind my back?
Well, it is a rather ample bag, Father, enough for two of you, I wager. And talking to yourself like that, well, I make it 4 of you.
Why, you brass scalawag, I'd say a lesson's in order for you.
All right, Friar, all right. Henceforth, I shall never laugh at your sports. In fact, from now on, I shall take all your jest quite seriously. They are nothing to joke about, it's true. Why? I say they're even downright sad.
Yes.
Children weeping in the streets. Women tearing out their hair.
Don't you forget it. You're sporting me again, aren't you, you scurrilous little...
Please, good Father, I meant no harm. I've been bitter ever since... I lost the use of my legs.
Sorry, fellow. I didn't know.
Oh, it's all right. Don't take pity on me, Father. I loathe pity.
I'm sure you're used to it. What's your business here in the woods?
Alas, none but to leave this terrifying wood as soon as possible. But crawling thus, my progress is most slow.
I can well imagine, my worm-like friend. Perhaps I could be of some assistance.
Would you? I would be ever so grateful. Do you think you could actually, dare I say it, help me through the woods?
I'm sure it's little effort.
You're sure? All that food won't explode or anything, will it?
No, the food won't explode. I'm well contained.
Well packed, yes. Like an entire winter storehouse. For a family of 700, you are indeed.
Well, let's be on now, sirrah. Okay. Oh, God.
Ah, yes. An expanse I
perceive as wide as the great Ottoman Empire itself.
You do flatter me, sir, you do.
Oh, not at all. Your girth has no justice. Nothing in the known world I can compare it to. Except maybe the known worlds. Why, if we stop, sir, we've barely progressed. The woods are still thick around us. Though how they seek to surround you is certainly one of the mysteries of nature.
Perhaps you could hold your own till we reach the wood's edge?
That's all right. Never at a loss for words, that's me. You know, the way you are with food.
Bless your soul. A gold sovereign!
Where?
Right here, you deaf little twerp! Ready for a trouncing, my woodland wit?
Rather give you one, my gluttonous friar. Not bad, your worship. Learned this in the monastery.
No, from parents like you, you little heathen scamp. Tougher than I look, eh, you ragamuffin?
Better to fall. Hold on, friar, hold on. I meant no harm. I don't want to hurt you anymore.
I don't want to hurt you anymore either. Oh my goodness. I believe I've come to the right place. This is the camp of Robin Hood.
It's the camp. I'm the man.
I should have known.
Welcome to Sherwood, friar.
Tuck's the name.
Tuck it away.
Well, I've come to join your band if there's room for a man of cloth.
There's room for the cloth. I don't know about the man.
If there's room enough for Galligantua, there's room enough for me.
Don't worry, friar. We can always make the paths wider.
Easily. I'll just grab your ankles and use you as a plow. Oh, yes.
You just try it.
You lost. I know.
All right, lads. Let's show the good friar how we work. What have you got? Alan?
A lord and a lady were kind enough to part with a silver bracelet.
How thoughtful. Meg?
A wealthy merchant insisted we have his gold chain.
He shouldn't have. Arthur?
Poor old landowner was growing tired of carrying a few of his coins.
You helped a stranger. Makes me proud to be your leader. Little John?
A couple of jeweled abbots asked if I'd care to make a contribution. I said, no. Would you?
Well said for my benefit, sir.
Will?
Couple of sovereigns.
Much?
Little.
All right, he's trying. Carry on, Much. You'll bring back something sooner or later.
Later would be my guess.
Good Master Robin, is it care if I steal from one of us? Robbing from the board to give to the board?
Kind of defeats the purpose, lad, if you know what I mean.
Ugh. Then I must search elsewhere to bring something back. The Orient correct to the land of Prester John.
Oh, Robin! Prioress, Crutches.
Greetings, good cousin.
And to you, good cousin.
That's Robin's cousin.
Gather.
How was your journey here?
Without incident, I'm happy to report. They tell me there are bandits in these woods. I'm inclined to disagree. At least, they've never bothered me.
I'm very happy to hear that, Prioress. Meg, some food and wine for my cousin.
Oh, I can't stay long, Robin. My duties are most time-consuming.
especially in these trying times. I've had to cut back lately, even at the Priory, and that pains me deeply. Helping the poor is all I have left in the world. Why, if it weren't for you.
We try our best, cousin.
Yes, you always did, even when we were children. And you remember how terribly poor we were then.
Like it was yesterday.
Oh, now, well, I still feel poor in a way, scraping to get by, avoiding the new taxes, playing political games with the bishop on one hand, the barons on the other. Oh, how I long for simpler times.
We all do, but it's never simple. No matter what we change, we always long for better, I suppose.
Well, I'd best be on my way. The people are waiting.
And they won't be disappointed. Alan?
Much thanks, as always. Oh, and I've noticed you have a holy man in your pit. I'm very pleased to see that, Robin. Good day.
Fare you well, cousin.
Robin, what does she do with the booty?
She buys ale and makes merry. She distributes to the poor, part of what we take.
Hi, under the sheriff's very nose, too.
Frank is coming! Break the cab!
All right, Hardy, zoning a trace. Let's go.
I'm not saying you murdered a royal forester, my dear, but the fact you were there can implicate you.
But you talk as if I knew this Robin Hood or something. Really, we only met once and at that under the most unfavorable circumstances. Why, I don't even like him. You wouldn't either, believe me. He's brash, rude, arrogant, and unscrupulous.
Don't say about the horns and tail.
He tried to make my acquaintance under the most absurd ruse.
He must have been desperate to meet you.
Desperate is the word. Ridiculous is even better.
You saw through it.
A side of beef could see through it. Although, I'm quite sure the village maiden is absolutely thrilled by that sort of show.
Well, nonetheless, he's gaining quite a reputation for himself. I understand the sheriff is particularly displeased.
Perhaps. It's nothing to do with me.
I wish that was so. But the fact now stands that if I don't comply with King John's wishes, he will have you arrested and put to death.
I'm sorry, Your Majesty. I put you in grave difficulty.
It wasn't your doing.
Please, let me take to hiding to the woods even. I can survive. Don't let him hold my life over your head.
Marion, I don't know.
It's the only way. Why, we're deep in the Sherwood now. I'll stay here.
In the woods? Really, dear? Are you sure that's absolutely safe?
Look, just me and Mother Nature. I'll hunt and fish. There's not a soul around for miles.
Good afternoon, good gentlewomen. We mean you no harm.
But since you are of a class just a cut above the rest, we'll have to relieve you of some possessions, as it were, spread it around, so to speak.
If you please.
Don't worry, ladies. If you're lucky, you'll become poor. Then we'll give you all sorts of things.
Now, there's no reason for that, good lady. No reason at all. I give you my word that no harm will come to you.
You're not going to harm us?
Not at all.
Your word?
My word.
Good, let's go.
Now, hold on just a second there.
Why? You're not going to harm us. You've given us your word. You might as well just go now. What's to stop us? What's keeping us here if not fear of harm?
Hello. Do something. You're the smartest.
What can I do? He gave his word.
Now, why did you go into that, Little John? Give your word.
I don't know. I wasn't thinking. I'm not really one for that sort of thing. I'm not going to hurt them, you know. So not any of you think that.
Shut up! You're reassuring them, making it worse. We're losing our credibility as outlaws.
How you people got by this long is beyond me.
Now, don't you start fire.
Well,
I've had just about enough of you.
Well, someone better start. Now, ladies, either you give us your possessions or we'll surround you in a big clump and you'll never leave the woods.
He could do that by himself.
Fine, fine. You do, and I'll hack my way through with 3 feet of well-tempered steel.
Oh. Well, that hardly seems fair, miss. We promised not to hurt you.
Yes, you did, didn't you? But I didn't.
Robin!
Robin!
Welcome to Sherwood, ladies.
There he is.
Oh, it's you. I was hoping I'd run into again.
It's your lucky day.
Aw, same old attitude. That's what I love about you. Men and women of Sherwood, may I introduce to you Marion Harper, lady-in-waiting to Queen Eleanor. And bless my soul. Well, this must be none other than Her Majesty Queen Eleanor herself.
He seems perceptive enough.
Your Majesty, he doesn't believe you.
Well, who would? A queen wandering around out here? I can hardly blame him.
What a wonderful spirit of fun you both have. Come, you must join us. Refreshment for everyone.
Thanks, but we'd really rather not.
Oh, let's stay. I'm interested to see the life of an outlaw. Tell me, do you really give your spoils to the poor?
All but what little we need for our own survival.
Mere pennies, I'm sure. How humble of you.
Well, you could use a little bit of that yourself, my lady. Look around. Where are the riches, the fineries?
Hidden from our eyes, I'm sure.
Ooh, you're a stubborn little... Would you like some wine?
No, thank you.
It's quite good.
Please, Your Majesty, let's go.
You don't give up, do you? I do love a woman who enjoys a good jest. Tell me, what do you really do? No, wait, don't tell me. Let me guess. Tinker's wife? Pastry baker? Embroiderer?
Court executioner.
What's the matter, Will?
Nothing. I've just never seen her outside of London before.
Who?
Queen Eleanor. Yes, I did see her once in London. I really did.
Please excuse us, Sir Majesty. We cannot.
Oh, what the heck? Sorry.
Please rise, you outlaws. I never cared for that sudden attention everyone pays to the ground.
Our humblest of pardons.
It's all right. You probably don't commit many queens throughout these parts.
Quite a few, actually. About 3 or 4 a day. Few kings, too.
Your Majesty, it is truly an honor. Although I, myself, new to this merry band, perhaps I could show you around the camp.
Thank you. I'd most enjoy seeing the operation of a bandit slayer.
Oh, for that, you probably want me.
She'd prefer me in that post.
You just got here.
Yet I've learned so much.
Tell me, outlaw, does that bow serve a purpose, or is it just decoration?
It serves a purpose. Quite a few, in fact.
That would imply the user has some skill.
It does, it does. Tell me, have you heard of this skill?
A sight more than you'll ever be, Squire. Unfortunately, I neglected to bring my bow.
This. You're in luck. We just happen to have some extras.
Very well, Master Hood. If only to put you in your place, I owe you a drubbing.
Madam, I accept with all my heart.
Oh, no, you don't. That'd be all I need. You'd fall, you'd yourself hurt or killed. How'd that look funny?
I hadn't considered that, to be honest with you.
I can't figure you out. Chance of a lifetime for a good-for-nothing little servant. And you don't even realize it. If you would have asked me, I would have married him like that.
Be my guest. Go ahead. Take him away. Sweep him off his feet. You have my blessing.
Hilton, you may go. Your disposition doesn't seem to be improving. If it makes a difference, I've spoken to your parents, and they've given us permission to wed.
No, they didn't.
Well, I don't need the permission anyways. I'm the sheriff.
Upholder of the law.
Well, what do you want me to do? Woo you?
Oh, please, don't do that. Please spare me a wooing.
Frankly, I wouldn't know how to.
Frankly, I'm not surprised, and I appreciate that, by the way.
Oh my, but you do!
Let me go!
You do have a sharp little tongue for a ragamuffin whom I had the generosity to drag up from the mire.
You'd have me deeper in it.
Ugh! See what you almost made me do? This had better improve. That's all I can say. When we're married, my dear, your attitude had better change. Or I really will visit your parents. And it won't be so much me asking for your hand as it will be removing theirs. Hilton, take her.
The bishop, my lord.
Made in heaven.
There are more important things.
I know. Robin Hood has struck again.
Robin Hood. All I ever hear anymore is Robin Hood.
I know. He's becoming more famous than King John.
Steals from the rich so he can give to the poor. What sort of nonsense is that? Doesn't he know I'm just going to take it away again? Hasn't he heard of taxes? Idiots! If this absurd recycling of funds continues, I might as well burn the bloody books.
It's sort of clever when you think about it. Amusing little serfs. They're always up to something.
Oh, Clifford, I'm glad you can take this so lightly. Have you forgotten the taxes go to your church too?
Of course I didn't. I never forget money. That's the difference between you and moi. You agonize and bang your head, while I'll continue to spout pleasantry and good humor.
And in doing so, provide none of the assistance of the valuable ally you're supposed to be!
There they go again, those awful bangs. Oh. Now, it just so happened that I've given this some thought, and if you calm down, I might just tell you about it.
Grace me with your brilliance.
Good. Now, it seems like to me that if we deprive the dragon of its head, it will cease to breathe smoke and fire. I have always said, to catch a thief, it takes a thief.
Oh, have you?
It just so happened in my native Herefordshire lived a murderous and bold outlaw of equal cunning, notoriety, and renown to this Robin Hood. He has done me many a favor in the past for the right price.
And what might that be?
Oh, 200 pounds should attract his interest.
It had better do more than attract his interest. I would expect nothing less than Robin Hood's head on a pole.
Oh, I find this preoccupation with the human bonnet disgusting, to say the least. No, I shan't be here for the delivery. I promise you.
Tell this brigand we will pay him half now and the other half upon completion of his task.
I'm sure he'll be agreeable. You'll find him a strange sort of fellow, as he is feared by the people of my region, as Robin is loved by his. He wears the hide of a horse. He believes it gives him powers.
He can wear daisies and a dunce cap for all I care, as long as he gets the job done. What's his name?
Guy. Guy of Gisborne.
Good morning to you, Wither, said I. Good morning to you now. The maid replied, kind sir, she cried, I've lost my spotted cow. No longer weep, no longer mourn, your cow's not lost, my dear. I saw her down in yonder grove. You're new, cow. Identify yourself, animal. If you're a member of that family as I perceive you are. A wolf? A bear, perhaps? Although that I do not hope. You're not a fish, unless fish has fur and rabbits swim the sea.
Hello, little fellow. There. Did I scare you? Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
You can talk.
Talk? Well, of course I can talk. Can you?
I was worried. Thought you might be a bear for a second.
A bear? Imagine a bear talking. I'm a horse.
You are a horse. I'm quite relieved at that.
Aye, so am I.
Where are my friends here? I never bring anything back to camp. But now...
Friends? Camp? Well, what can this mean, little neighbor?
Oh, I'm not supposed to talk about that. Unless you're all right. Do you think you're all right?
Aye, I'm better than all right. I'm looking for the camp of Robin Hood. Have you heard tales of him, little man?
Oh, mayhap I have in one form or another.
And many such forms he takes! I've heard tell this Robin is a one-eyed ogre. It's skin like bark one day, and a goat spitting hag the next. And his merry band fly from the forest on wings of silk, and live in the ground in mighty caves, drinking blood by the light of the moon.
This horse has some strange notions.
Oh, methinks not, little. What's your name?
Much.
Much? But I would fain have to see it for myself to not believe the tales I've heard. These aren't just horses' tales. You get it? Horses' tales? Tails! Tails! Tails!
Tails!
Exactly.
I don't know.
What's to know, little man? Now, let's have a swig of satisfaction, a bevy of song, a merry old time, and talk of Robin Hood.
I suppose this is how you wait for unsuspecting maidens.
Well, I don't usually shoot them with a bow and arrow, but yes, this is the general approach.
And he's proud of it. Truly unbelievable.
Well, I don't always use the rescue, of course.
The rescue? You mean you have a name for it, like it's a form of a dumb show?
Well, it is. It's entertaining, isn't it?
Well, it is dumb.
If it's so dumb, how is it that my lady-in-waiting happened to fall for it?
Fall for it? I did nothing of the kind. And I'm not your lady-in-waiting.
Thank God for small blessings.
I saw through that childish boy right from the start.
You ate it up like mutton.
Oh, really? What an imagination. Not to mention an insufferable ego to match that of King John.
Here now, watch that tongue.
Why, will you put an arrow through me?
I'd rather put one through that deer, but you just scared him off.
What deer? I don't see it.
He's gone a mile now, you scared the antlers off him.
Scared the antlers off you, more like.
It wasn't the antlers. Listen, now we've got a real one.
Oh, really? How gullible do you take me, Sir Knave?
Any way you'd like me to, my lady.
You call this a road? This is not a road. Oh, God. Oh, God. It's more like the bottom of a river or something. Can't you clear this stuff out of my way? These branches and twigs, like the infernal tendrils of hell, reaching up to drag me down, to deprive this gentle earth of this abundance of holiness.
I thought you wanted a shortcut.
No, what I wanted was for you to fix the wheel of our couch.
I couldn't lift it myself, could I? Perhaps if you lent your back to the task.
Lend my back? How disarmingly funny you are. For a forester, I haven't lent my back to anything since climbing a swing set as a child. Actually, I was helped up. Are you sure this is the right way to the sheriff's castle?
Aye, my lord.
It is most inconvenient. Why can't he visit here for a shire once in a while?
I'm sure I can't imagine.
Yes, I'm sure you can't. Oh, God, even now I am certain my death is imminent. I can feel his cold, icy hands upon my brow. He's saying, "Come with me. Come with me." I might as well walk with my head in my hand and offer it up to the highest bidder.
Your Grace should try to keep his lid on.
Oh, ha ha, very funny. Stop trying to cheer me up. You do better to slay me with your sword before the bandits reach me.
Is that an order, Your Grace?
Of course it's not an order, you ninny!
Well, it's a good thing I didn't carry it out then, isn't it?
Good thing for your sake! If only you understood what a figure of speech is. Well, you wouldn't be a forester then, would you?
No, I'd be a bishop.
Oh, shut up! Shut up, and we die free of your levity! Once the soil gently drums the lid on my coffin, you may jest all you want!
Thank you, my lord.
Are you sure this is the right way? No, I have a heart attack long before the bandits reach me. That's some constellation, at least. Promise me you won't let them desecrate my body.
Aye, my lord. I'll threaten them. All 100 of them. Now, come along.
Ah,
Sorry, Your Grace. I didn't mean to startle you.
a meeting of Beelzebub.
Who are you and what's your business?
Business? Oh, I know. Pies.
What?
Pies. Any fine pies today?
No. We don't have any fine pies, but what would a bishop be doing with pies?
No. I have the pies, see? I'm selling them. Listen. Pies. Any fine pies today? Pies.
No, we don't want any of your fine pies. Where do you keep them anyway? In your pocket? Come on, let's go.
What seems to be the problem here?
We're trying to pass, but this pie salesman won't let us through.
Oh, no. Not the pie man again. He's always doing this.
Really? It's annoying.
Certainly is. Now you see here. That's a full-fledged bishop you're blocking. Right there.
Pies! Any fine pies today? Pies? Apple?
Hey! Break it up! What's going on here?
The pie man is knowing everyone because we will buy one of his fine pies.
Well, that doesn't seem right at all, does it?
Well, instead of talking, why don't you help me move him?
Hey, I'm trying to pass here. Do you mind?
Well, we all mind, but that won't do us any good, will it?
Pies? Who will buy my fine pies?
Perhaps if one of you bought one from him.
You buy a pie. You look like you've had the practice.
Did you just hear what he just said to me?
I'm sorry, my lord. I haven't kept track.
Oh, not another one.
What's all this noise here? You're disturbing the woods.
There's nobody left in the woods.
What goes on here?
We're trying to move the pie man.
Who you pushing? Don't push the pie man.
Kill the pie man.
Just try lifting him. Maybe we can go under.
Who are all these people?
Divide the pieman in two. We'll go between them.
I never knew the forest was this busy.
Reason with the pieman. You understand that?
They should make the road much wider at this spot.
Look, all I wish in life is to sell my good pies.
Oh, why didn't you say so?
I'd buy a pie.
I'd like a pie very much.
I'd like 2 pies.
What is this? This is all too Wait. Are you all in this together? Is this a trick to get Muwa to buy one of his pies? All right. I'll take one. Let me have a pie. Let me have all the pie. Oh.
If you run away really fast, I won't rip your ankles off.
Fair enough.
Get back here. Careful. I'm very holy. Oh, thank goodness. A good stout monk. I hope you are flesh and blood and not some trick of the wood sprites.
I'm real enough, fatty.
Fatty! What man of God calls me fatty?
A true man of God. We're not so richly dressed.
Thus, I am closer to God. Who can be richer than that?
We can, after we help ourselves.
To which abbey do you belong to, sir?
To the Abbey of Sherwood.
I know of no such abbey. Who's your abbot?
Friar Robin Hood!
Please spare me. I'll pay you. I'll make you all rich men and women.
You hear that, lads? We can be rich, just like him.
Yes.
Hundreds of bishops of Hereford marching down the streets, covered in jewels, our fat bellies jiggling in the wind.
I don't know, Robin. Doesn't sound too good.
Robin!
Now think it over, lads and lasses. It would give us a chance to be cruel and merciless and have all the food we can eat, depriving those less fortunate through higher taxes.
Yes, I mean no.
You mean yes, because that's the way you think. You're selfish and greedy and ignorant. You give nothing to the people besides your loathing. You're the least holy man I know besides King John.
He's a personal friend of mine.
I know. I've considered that. In your sentencing.
sentencing.
Yes, but I'm leaving you to a higher judge.
I think I know what you mean.
Really? I'm surprised by that. He's forsaken you long ago, just as you've forsaken him.
What are you all gonna do to me?
First, we'll let you say your prayers, if you still remember how. Then, we're gonna hang you.
Woo! No. You can't. You can't. Oh my God, this stinks. You can't do that. I tell you, you're making a mistake.
No, I think we've got it right. Noose, neck, tree, drop. That should do it. Take this walking pillow to the nearest branch and leave him.
No!
Farewell, your
Stop!
grace. It's been unpleasant.
Stop it!
Naughty, naughty. You're a cruel man, Robin.
I learned from the best.
1, 2, 3.
Cousin.
Yes, I just saw what you did, Robin. Harsh, but I suppose he had it coming.
What? Oh, no, Prioress, you didn't really think we'd hang him, did you?
Oh, no. Of course not, Robin. Your prank, it was a very harsh prank to play.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, Marion Hopper, may I introduce to you my cousin, the Prioress of Kirby?
Charmed. Robin, if it's all right with you, I'd better take my charity and leave. It was a trying journey.
Of course.
The booty really is distributed to the poor.
What a thing to say! Why wouldn't it be?
Oh, this lady had her doubts, that's all. I'm sure you convinced her, Prioress.
Oh, I suppose.
Step in, young man, and know your fate. It's nothing in your favor. A little time I'll give to you. 6 months unto hard labor. With me hip for the day, with me hip for the day, with me hip for the day, dee-oh.
At 6 o'clock the screw comes in.
A bunch of keys all in his hand.
Step up, me lad, step up inside.
And thread the wheel till breakfast time.
You're off, Kane!
I'm sorry, horse. I've never prefaced the singing ability of a four-legged animal.
Well, who would? Tell me more of this Robin Hood. It must be a right merry camp to live in.
I fain think it is good, my horse.
Fine.
I fain think.
Fine.
Fine? Why are you all fine? Strike that word from my sight and never thus utter again.
Fain?
Strike, I say! Rid yourself of such frills and humbuggery, no pretensions and no affectations. Strike!
Aye, Captain, strike away.
No. Where much? Where is this happy camp?
Camp, my horse. Camp.
Why, the bandits' camp.
Bandits, my horse. What bandits?
Robin Hood! Robin Hood! Give to the rich, take from the poor. Where's that bloody cap? The cap of Robin Hood! Do you know the one I mean?
I think...
Strike!
I think so. Yonder be 2 miles. You follow the river upstream. It comes to Greenwood Glen. There's a stand of oaken beech there. That's the camp. Good horse. Art thou mad at me?
You? Mad at you? My good little friend. Of course not.
Oh.
I'm just anxious.
Oh, 'cause in all my experience, I never did meet a horse what was mad.
Oh?
Aye. All even in pleasant tempered they are. Why, they're the gentlest animal in the world.
So I am.
No, you're not. You're as mad as a hatter. And I fain wonder if I am mad too, for telling you what I just done told.
Now sadder days come, I'm sorry to say.
For Sunday is starvation day.
A hobnailed boots are tin cups too.
For they are not shine and they will not. Ah!
They were the hide large animals, and I swear some of them still had entrails left inside of them. So foul was their stench. They had eyes and teeth removed. So long was their claws as they scraped among the ground. As they tortured me, they laughed like banshees and feasted upon live insects.
No small children.
Do you want to hear the tales of my exploits or not?
I wanted to miss this for the world.
Good. One of them was a giant, an ogre who caused the rock slide whenever he spoke.
Rock slides?
Yes. Another was a false holy man, a man from the cave of Satan himself. He is a mentally bad and disgusting person, I assure you.
Yes. I can almost see him.
Really? Anyway, after torturing me for hours, they finally decided to end it by hanging me. I thought this would give me instant relief, but not even I was given this solace. Such was their state of poverty and disarray that the rope was quite old and ill of quality. It snapped clean away.
Perhaps the strain was too much.
Oh, ha ha, very funny. It was cheap rope.
And yet they didn't try again. Why?
Isn't it obvious? They had no more rope.
Then how come they didn't try another method?
Great cavities in the skull have shown that their brains have been removed by habit or accident. I could not tell.
Their brains had been removed. Yes, that's why they constantly outwit us. So, the rope broke and you outran them. Is that it?
Worse, they, for their utter disregard for my body that they walked away from, laughing.
You poor man.
Yes, it was so awful, so cruel.
Here for you, overstuffed cushion. If they had wanted to kill you, they would have. Can't you see they only want to scare you, to show you they're not afraid of us?
I escaped through God's will.
God hasn't listened to you for decades.
I can see further conversation with you is futile. I relayed my adventure, and that is that. These monsters must be dealt with at all costs, especially this Robin Hood.
What was he like?
I was not impressed by his bearing, his manner of speech. I was not impressed.
And when do we hear from this Guy of Gisborne?
Shortly, I expect, but like a boiling pot, he cannot be watching.
Shut up.
My lord, the guy of Gisborne.
I think I hear the pot whistling now. Send him in.
No!
You may go. Not you, Gisborne. Are you sure about this?
He's eccentric.
Thank you, your majesty. Most gracious.
I am not your majesty.
Whose majesty are you?
200 pounds? 200 pounds for a clown? For a court jester in a horse's costume?
Oh, your majesty. Your little words, they sting me.
Someone remove this pathetic wretch from my sight.
Wretch? Jester? Clown? No one talks to me like that. And this is not a costume. This is the hide of a horse. Nay, through which the strength of the horse is passed through me. I have slain 70 men, which Robin Hood will be one more. And any who doubt, oppose me now.
If you ever touch me again, your head will leave your shoulders so quickly you'll be able to watch it hit the ground. Once your task is complete, you'll never set foot in Nottingham again. Is that clear?
Clear, 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 and mostly clear, your majesty.
I'm not your... Never mind. What progress have you made?
Oh, that which is best have I made, sir. The camp of which location I held in my hands.
And where is this camp?
Oh, I think not. Have an armed force march and then scatter the lot. 100 measures of water which one man treads clearly. Besides, that wasn't the agreement. It's a head you'll be getting, and not a drawn map.
Very well.
200 now, and another 2 when I deliver.
You're holding me up. You're holding me up for more.
Now that I have the location, yeah.
Which of you is Robin Hood? I can no longer tell.
Come, lordship. I know what this man means to you both. I heard they robbed some fat bishop just the other day. Oh, my dear. And you should have seen Hereford blubber and sweat when he commissioned me.
I was only trying to pique his interest.
Take this deposition to my attendant.
Thank you. Bless you. Your most kind, gracious majesty. Lord of all the earth and that which is more. Sovereign to the realm of darkness.
That's the last time you ever buy horses for me again.
Oh, I see your jest.
Quite. Are there any warrants pending on Guy of Gisborne's head?
I usually just tear them up. You see, the sheriff of Herefordshire is a friend of mine, but believe me, warrants for Gisborne come in as frequent as rain. Although, now that I think about it, it has been a rather dry season, at least in Hereford.
Hold the next one and have it delivered to me. When Gisborne hands me Robin Hood's head, I'll hand him his own.
That's what I like about you. You always have a marvelous sense for fair play.
Now, time for our surprise guest. Send her in. Thank you for waiting, Prioress.
What is this about, Lord Sheriff?
You know full well what it is about, my dear.
Come, come. You were in the bandits' camp, were you not?
I see no reason to deny it. It was God's will I was born Robin Hood's cousin, and no doing of my own.
Cousin? There's an interesting shade of color. If ever there was a threat to your retaining the priory at Kirklees, I would say it was blood ties to a murderous outlaw.
Murderous? You know he's not murderous.
No, not when it's a royal Forester.
Not when it's self-defense.
Oh, please. I did not bring you here to discuss legalities. The situation is plain. You're doling out stolen money given you by Robin Hood, which is more than enough to slap you from the priory and kick you in prison for good. Unless, of course.
Unless what?
You see, my Lord Bishop, she's eager to make good. I always knew you had some in you. From now on, I want to know every move Robin Hood makes. I want to know everything these outlaws do. Is that clear?
Yes, it is.
You comply very quickly. Have I reformed you so fast?
No, my lord. You have not reformed me. The donations from Robin Hood, I take half that money for myself. You see, I'm not as strong as my cousin. And these sad times with our serpent, King John.
Take care.
Draining the kingdom dry. The only way I could keep the priory going was through a little thievery of my own. You haven't reformed me. I was on your level to begin with.
Play 17 come Sunday. That was 17 come Sunday. Play it again.
Too bad Much ain't here for this.
Where is Much? Ain't seen him for days.
Ah, you know him. His drawbridge only goes halfway.
At least he's got a drawbridge.
I'd need one too, if I had a moat like yours.
Why would you need a moat? Your walls are so low anyway.
What are you two talking about?
Castles.
Two things, Robin. First, there's a man headed straight for us from the north.
One man?
I never seen him before.
Break camp, Robin?
No, let's see who he is. What's the other thing?
My turn on watch is over. Can I have something to eat?
Right, well, keep playing, Alan. Everyone else, be merry.
I walked a mighty way today. Took me and a very down. Just to watch the dear little gnomes at play. And see them work as well. A very good evening to you, lads. And the horses. Why, bless me. I never expected to find lasses in a den of robbers and thieves. Tell me, which one of you is Robin Hood?
Robert who?
No, he said Robin Hood, you know.
Oh, yes, the famous outlaw. I've heard some smashing things about him.
I'm afraid you have us mistaken, good sir. I'm Friar Tuck, and this is my flock. We were just having a midnight mass.
And I'm Philip of France, come to eat British soil from a bowl. Is King John about?
He's a jolly fellow, isn't he? You're a jolly fellow. Well, we might as well tell you the truth. It's plain you're on to us.
Yes, sir.
We're not here for a midnight mass. We're a band of traveling gypsies. Play, Alan!
What, Lord? I'm a gypsy too!
Oh, Much was right.
Much?
Dear Much. He said you liked a good jest.
Much who? Much what? How much? Who is this much person?
All right, gentlefolk. Play your game. I'll not crack your parapet.
That's a relief.
I know how risky it is being an outlaw. In all of Herefordshire, there's none as feared as Guy of Gisborne.
Oh, yes. Robs from the rich so he can rob from the poor.
No. Pure fancy, sir. Rumors and mythological interpretations. When you get famous, the mouths of the countryside tend to have the way with you. Saddens me. Sometimes it does. Good brother Robin gleans the good news, whilst poor Guy of Gisborne suffers the bad. Maybe, if I were prettier.
That's so sad. We never turn away a good man. Stay the night and sup with us, Gisborne.
You are kind, good sir.
Tell us, what means that hide you're wearing?
This is the hide of a horse. Nay, its strength is passed through me.
Well, little John's got the head of an ox. We don't know what passed through him.
I assure you, good people, the power of the horse is nothing to joke about.
Well then, tell me, Guy, where is this much person you spoke of?
Oh, wandering. Here, there, everywhere. You know him? Robin.
You really want to hear it, don't you?
Well, I wouldn't mind hearing something at least.
Well, I don't know if I particularly want to say it.
Why not?
Well, for one thing, the sole purpose seems to be to assuage your massive ego.
I think it's rather your ego that's at stake, don't you? When someone can't do a simple thing like admit they had a harsh, irrational judgment on another human being.
How can you say that, especially in the light of what's happened? I should think that after last night...
Yeah, now, don't try and buy off my feelings.
What does that mean? What are you talking about?
Well, it's obvious. I'm just trying to separate work and pleasure. I know you respect me in one area. It's the other I'm concerned about.
You mean I respect your pleasure, but I don't respect your work?
Well, it sounds foolish now, of course.
I'm glad we agree.
But you know full well what I mean.
No, I do not, Robin. I do not separate a person from what they do. In this life, you're as good as your deeds, and I wouldn't have, you know, if I didn't think well of you.
That was well put. You left out more words than you put in.
I was wrong about you, Robin. I was wrong about you, Robin Hood. Takes from the rich so he can give to the poor. Ballads will be sung, banners will be raised, and food will be named after you. The children will look up, the sheriff will look down, but you will always look straight and true. Long live your name, and may all your offsprings be giants. Is that what you wanted to hear? Have I left anything out?
No, I think that quite does it.
Oh, you're such a Saxon.
What did you mean, Saxon?
Oh, Robin, you. Oh, sorry, gentlefolk. It seems I've made my first error of a wandering woodsman. Never come upon a lad in his lass. Unless, of course, the lad's not around.
What can we do for you, Guy?
Oh, nothing really. I'm an early riser. Especially when you sleep in someone else's camp. You know how that is? Someone else's camp? Oh, I don't know what it is. Someone else's grass! Someone else's rocks! Makes you restless, I suppose. I guess I'll just hunt for some breakfast. That sounds like a hearty, robust idea. Hunt for breakfast. Man needs the kill, I suppose. The fresh scent of blood and meat. Doesn't it, Robin?
I never said my name was Robin, friend. You did.
What is your name?
I never did say.
Never did say. Why? That's a fair bonny lass you got there, lad. She looks high-born. Is she high-born? No, born in a pond. In a pond, aye. And I thought you were a fairy princess. Never did meet a real fairy princess. Now, what I want to know is, how hard is Robin Hood's head? Is it cracked like an acorn or walnut?
Run, Mary, save yourself!
Oh, no, you don't! Hey, Robin!
Are you all right?
Yes, you.
I'm all right.
Me too.
What are you two doing here?
No, the question is, what are you doing here?
Aye, Robin, why so secretive?
If I'm secretive, don't you suppose I might have a reason?
Yes, we just felt like it might not be a good one.
All right. It's my cousin. She's in terrible danger. The sheriff and the bishop found out they're related. They know what they're doing. Poor thing's frightened to death. They're threatening her with prison if she doesn't comply. She sent me a message to meet her here at Tanner's Grove. Right now, she doesn't trust anyone but me. That's why I had to come alone.
Fine, what shall we do?
You're going back. That's what you do.
Aw, now wait a minute, Robin. You big bloody hero.
She'll panic if she sees any more than me. Now off with it. Both of you.
Well, what if we...
You heard him, Will. He's got to do it alone. And you know he's always right.
Yes, it's annoying, isn't it?
Paris, over here.
Oh, Robin, I'm so glad you came.
You've nothing to fear, cousin. I will protect you. The sheriff will not harm you, I give you my word.
Robin, I'm afraid you are right. You will protect me. I'm sorry, Robin. Survival has never been an easy thing. As I've told you, difficult times.
Come, Prioress, let's not dampen an otherwise triumphant occasion with maudlin sentiment and half-hearted excuses. You betrayed him and he will die. There, can't you see how simple it is?
I have done what I have done. Listening to you was not part of the bargain.
Careful now, Prioress. I could still change my mind. So, the merry bandit of Sherwood himself. Finally we meet. I hope it's as much of a pleasure for you as it is for me.
Only if you run yourself through with a sword a number of times, Lord.
So bold, the outlaw. So arrogant. That will change.
Don't despair, Robin. Help is fast approaching. Norman swine. Prepare to meet thy doom, you jackals and pomegranates. You deceptive deceivers of deception. Such trickery, such crude manners, such vertigo. I am headed with the drift of battle. You are headed with a bunch of moles, you belligerent little hobo. You pathetic little trap. You have challenged the finest swordsman in the kingdom. Poor choice for a practice. I won't need practice where I'm going. Wait, you should say that to me. I won't need practice to slice you up, you lump of rotten cheese, you usually stone-capable puppet. Keep spouting that nonsense, ragamuffin! It compliments your dueling style! Ha! You haven't seen my dueling style. I don't have a dueling style.
Friend Will is no good.
He who fights and runs away won't get a chance fight just again. Bravely spoken. I think I'm dying. A glorious end. Too bad Robin didn't see it. If only you were as quick with this sword as he was with his tongue, I might have had a match on my hands.
You will regret what you have done this day.
Until that most fearful time. Take her away.
Mother. Oh, Mother.
Trying to find a good tree, John.
I'd hardly call you a tree. Old, perhaps, but not a tree. And it is you that I'm looking for.
Interesting, seeing I was looking for you this very same time.
What a delightful coincidence. We have found each other. You know, I am constantly enchanted with life's little organizations. You, the kindly aged queen, ever watchful of her son's fortunes. Me, the beneficent young potentate, gazing out over a sea of sublime worshippers who bask lovingly in his glow, his brow deeply furrowed with concern for their well-being, as his eye twinkles with a love that only a shepherd knows for his flock, his face a smiling sun up at a very high place, that the lowly come from miles around to kneel and give thanks for being in his realm, or just as close as they're allowed to get. Thank you, they say. Thank you for being our king.
Are you sure this is a mystery play and not a farce?
You guess well. Why, absolutely nothing will blight the rays of this smiling sun today.
Nothing? Let's try, shall we?
Whatever do you mean, my dearest giver of life? I do hope this has nothing to do with your persuasion of the barons. We had an agreement, though, an understanding.
Have some clouds pass in front of the smiling sun? Or is this a total eclipse?
Whatever do you mean? Has something happened that I should know about?
The smiling sun that sees all? I can't imagine. I would have thought that news travels to you faster than a fleet of fishwives.
Pray, what news?
That Maid Marian Hopper has been arrested in complicity with Robin Hood. They are to be executed on the sheriff's wedding day, if you can believe that.
What? No.
Yes, your light is dimming, oh luminous one.
It's a mistake, just a mistake, I assure you.
Then I suggest your highness correct it.
I will. I'll go there at once. Rest assured.
I don't think I will. I think I will go with you.
I'm sure the sheriff will be honored.
The sheriff will squirm at his breeches and you know it. Come, let's away. Tell me, what do you wear to a combination wedding and execution?
I don't know. I don't think I've ever...
What about black?
That sounds nice.
Or perhaps red, for blood.
Yes, that sounds fun.
This isn't working. This just isn't working. I don't know if even a barony is worth putting up with the likes of you. Here I thought, a simple rustic farm girl would present few problems. Simple. Ha! Nothing pleases you. Nothing placates you. You are stupid, stubborn, and pig-headed. Perhaps I've done this Alinadale a favor. Doing anything for the bandits of Sherwood brings me utter loathing at the very thought. I'd good mind to give you buck. That show them. But I won't. I'll break you yet, if I have to use sterner measures.
What is it that you want from me?
I did want your love, your respect, but I'll settle for your obedience. You'll quickly learn you have seen the Lord High Sheriff in his grandest of moods. Are you prepared for the worst?
I'm marrying you, aren't I? I have no choice. What more must I do?
For starters, you can smile. A warm, friendly, kind, unpretentious smile. Especially to King John.
You smile at him. Blow him a kiss if you'd like. I don't feel like it. That's all you really care about, isn't it? Your royal acceptance. A farm girl, a commoner that you made decent to parade around the court like a puppet. A simple, wholesome baroness for your newly appointed baron. Well, your titles and your gold and your power only make me dirty. Do what you want to me, I'll never smile at Black Prince John.
If I promise to not hunt down Alinadale and have him hung by the neck, will you smile to King John then, my dear?
My lord, King John.
I hate to break up this romantic interlude. Its mother, she's... How dare you! How dare you hold Queen Eleanor's favorite lady in waiting here against her will?
How could I have done such a thing?
Perhaps you could have taken a leave of your senses.
Perhaps I have.
I should have your job.
I wish you did.
Why, it's obvious the case's mistaken identity is never I seen. Why, even the court fool could have seen that.
Apparently he has.
I demand you release her at once. Do you hear me?
Very well.
I demand it.
Very well, my royal majesty. I shall have the poor wretch released to your highness's royal custody. However could I have done this? 1,000 pardons to both your majesties, and any other majesties for that matter. I have become discomfited with this outrageous and unforgivable behavior. I only hope I can live thousands of years to repay this debt 10,000 times, provided you live so long as collectors.
Yes, that'll do. Thank you, Lord Sheriff.
Thank you both. A sad yet happy ending to a touching yet beautiful play. Now that we've wept, where is she?
My attendant will have Marian Harper released to your highness's royal custody. Hilton.
Yes, my lord.
Have Marian Harper released to the Queen's royal custody.
Yes, my lord. This way, your majesty.
Played that a bit thick, don't you think? Not that I'm a critic of these sort of things.
Just once, don't you think you could shine the torch of your knowledge in my direction so that we don't tread each other's toes in the darkness of my ignorance?
Now you're being melodramatic.
I'm being melodramatic. What about how dare you for the benefits of the queen?
We had an agreement concerning Maid Marian.
But did you think to tell me? No!
It didn't concern you.
As it turned out, it did!
Do you want your bride to be taller than you at your wedding? Now, I'm just dying to meet this Robin Hood, and I want you to be in your usual high spirits.
Have Robin Hood brought out!
Don't you think that having an execution on your wedding day is just a trifle morbid? Oh, well, your happy occasion, not mine. Tell me, how is it, as a prisoner?
How is he as a prisoner? We have tea at 4, and after that the game of chess. How should I know how he is as a prisoner? I'm not the bloody jailer.
You could be. You know what I'm talking about. Have you broken his spirit?
I shall. He's just a man.
He's a commoner. Commoners lead hard lives. They're used to mistreatment. It's becoming so every day to them. I fear they may be building up an immunity. We may be turning them into supermen.
Robin Hood, my lord.
He doesn't look like a bandit chief.
No, he's the chief of the rest, my lord. Only they don't pay him much mind. I was just about to give him his daily lashing, my lord.
That honor will have to wait till later.
Later? You can't rearrange my day like that. You'll throw off my entire schedule.
Pathetic fool. That's right. Make it worse on yourself. This, my annoying little pest, is King John.
This, my annoying little pest, is King John. How does His Majesty allow a mere servant to talk to him like that? Had a good breakfast, didn't he?
If that tongue were removed, it wouldn't be so quick.
Maybe you'd be able to keep up with him then.
Ha!
Well said, my lord.
I grow tired of this carnival atmosphere. Does your majesty wish any more of this entertainment? Or shall I send for the jugglers and turn the great hall into a circus?
I'll turn it into a tinker shop and a stable if I do so wish.
By all means, bring in the tinkers and the horses.
I'd keep this Robin Hood around if I were you. He keeps you on your toes.
I've earned him a barony, why not?
Oh, look what he's doing. Trying to turn the two of us against each other.
What utter nonsense.
Why, he's making a fool of your majesty.
No, you're making a fool of yourself.
I am.
Yes, look at you, raising your voice and turning as red as a beet.
So are you. So are you.
Aye. You are a clever fellow, aren't you? You know, maybe I was wrong. Perhaps an execution at a wedding is a good idea. I think I'll rather enjoy it.
You know, if you really think about it, do we really need to be this way, lads?
Ellen's supposed to marry the sheriff tomorrow.
Aye, but we'll find a way out of that.
Much is dead.
I know, but we have to press on.
Will is dead.
I know, but...
Robin and Marian are to be executed tomorrow.
Aye, that's true.
And King John will ruin all of England with his war against France.
Since you put it that way.
Marian, how did you escape?
I know some people.
Oh, hi, a queen. That usually helps.
Unfortunately, all Robin knows is a bunch of uncouth, ill-mannered, hobgoblins who run around in the woods. Including myself, of course.
Of course.
We must act quickly for to have Robin and Ellen duel.
Aye.
Aye, we must.
But what'll we do?
You load of oats? It's simple, mind you. We come up with a plan.
Aye, a plan. That's just what we need, a plan. What's the plan?
I'm waiting. I don't exactly hear the twang of bowstrings. 'Cause if no one shoots, I've got a few arrows in the quiver.
What's she talking about?
I think that means she's got an idea. Otherwise, she couldn't say that.
We'd be grateful, my lady. You see, Robin was always good at that sort of thing. Coming up with plans and such.
Gladly, Tuck. I know the layout of the sheriff's castle, and I think we can free Robin under the sheriff's very nose.
And Ellen?
That will be our second step.
Eat all you want, courtesy of your Lord Sheriff. Mom, look at those healthy appetites. They would have fought for you. Now they'll die for you.
I'll never understand your logic.
I fear that may be so.
Perhaps you go too far with this, or do my very own eyes deceive me? Common soldiers, like ruffians, eating at the same table as I? Men of ill manner, quite like savage beasts. I swear, one of them rubbed their elbows against me. A bishop, mind you. Do you have a trough or something? Some sort of wallow? Perhaps I should go join the pig. Why, they have more manner than these foresters. They don't even know I'm holy.
Who? The pigs?
Not the pigs.
My Lord Bishop, we are not here to talk about table manners. Queen Eleanor is procuring the support of the barons, and we are about to embark on a great adventure, and I'm going to need the both of you behind me.
I'm not going to war, am I? I don't travel well, and I fare poorly in battle. We have priests who do this type of stuff.
Quite, you ninny. That isn't what he's talking about. Monetary support. Am I right, your majesty?
Exactly, my lord.
I'm absolutely famished. Would you join me in a bite, my dear?
I think not. Perhaps later I'll be a stronger appetite.
Of course.
Where are your 3 monks? Why are they not here yet?
They'll be here. They're nauseatingly dependable. Why, I can see of no other reason to invite monks to a social gathering except to perform a ceremony. Have you ever feasted with them before? Very dull fellows. Have no sense of humor.
Well, you look quite fine, Maid Marian. A far cry from the woods of Sherwood, isn't it? There really is little one can appreciate about the hard life.
Yes, luxurious surroundings are a comfort I couldn't go long without.
Thus your return to the courts and castles, despite the fact that you're, in love with my cousin.
In love? Dear Prioress, a mere trifle. But then, what would you know of such things? I make good use of this outlaw. Just as you did.
Where's the bride? Is her father here to present her?
No.
No?
No!
Why not, may I ask?
Because I don't need him here. That's why. He's not giving her away. Don't you understand? I'm taking her. I'm taking her.
All right, calm down. Ugh. Well, if her father's not here, who's going to present her?
Who? Didn't I tell you? You are. Now go and fetch her.
Oh.
I love weddings, don't you?
Terribly romantic.
My lord, may I present 3 holy brothers of the Abbey of the Fountain.
Yes, yes. Bid them approach.
This way, please.
Thank you. Bless you.
My bride will be around shortly. Would someone tell the Forsters to stop eating, please? Well then, which of you performed the ceremony?
I am he, my lord, and these are my retainers.
Very well. Well, don't you need to prepare something?
Prepare, my lord.
Yes, something holy. Don't you have a book or something?
I need no book, my lord. I memorized the ceremony many years ago.
About 100, I'll wager. Where's my bride?
We're coming, but you'll ruin the splendor if you keep shouting.
What a marvelous bride, like a deer caught in the torchlight.
This is the lovely bride.
She's well jeweled, I see. But this gown makes her whiter than a moat. Ever miss a banquet, my dear?
That's my Lord Bishop.
Where did the abbot find you? In the catacombs?
This is the bride.
Oh, it is? Why, she looks so sad. I do perceive lilies in her cheeks instead of blushing roses.
Is he a monk or a florist?
Is this a bonny bride? Is this a bonny bride?
Quiet, you doddering fool! Perform the ceremony!
Why, she's not a bonny bride at all. No, 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 no.
It seems like this man's had a bit of ceremony before he's come here.
Does this girl truly love my Lord Sheriff? Come on, little fellow. Tell the truth now. A monk always knows when you're lying.
Hold that tongue, or I'll cut you in two.
What if I don't want to hold your tongue? Do you really want to marry this greasy toad?
As a matter of fact, no, Your Grace.
I now pronounce you unmarried.
You say yes, or I'll carve you up in an instant.
Why don't you try me instead, Lord Sheriff?
Robin Hood!
Right again.
was meant to come down to this, Robin Hood. The best with the best.
You flatter yourself, my lord.
That's the spirit. Already I sense a greater opponent than Master Will Gamwell.
But less of a man it was that beat him.
Clearly, the fellow was out of his league.
If it's your league, you mean, he'd be grateful for that.
Then you two must be grateful, since you two are exempt.
John.
Well, well, well. What's it to be then? A double beheading? A double draw and quarter? Let's see, now that would be splitting into 8s, and that would make it how many? You wouldn't dare!
Don't dare them! That's all they need. A challenge.
But Mother, please talk some sense into them.
You're right, John. I should. Drawn quarter's really too involved. Why don't you just behead them?
That fucking sense. Don't go to her for any more help, please.
Robin Hood, I grant you and your men full pardon.
What do you say to that?
Then we can be like others.
No more outlaws.
No one to keep an eye on the likes of them.
No one to balance the books and seek to the poor.
Well, now that doesn't sound good at all. Your Majesty, I just don't think we're worthy of pardon.
I'm sure there's some sort of agreement we can come to.
Cut taxes by 3/4.
Never.
Never.
That would be absurd.
Be absurd. For God's sake, be absurd.
All right, 3/4 it is then.
Up, too late.
Good Lord, I'm alive. I'm still alive. Wait, this will be my head is still alive. I've heard it happening before, like a chicken. Oh, the embarrassment.
Gifford.
Your head is alive too?
Gifford, we're not dead.
No, we're just head, living head, gambling on, forever talking in the dirt. It's our punishment.
The sheriff was right. You are a ninny.
3/4 it is then. Tuck, show him the place to sign.
I see that my good stout-hearted son keeps his word.
Thank you, Your Majesty. Now, since we're all so hungry and thirsty after all that fighting, what say we make use of Nottingham Castle for a while?
What a lovely couple. Mother, if I paid for the wedding, would you please let me conquer France?